We're back for deck number 5. Let's spin the wheel and see what we get. Well, it's Cycle Storm. Okay, so this is Cycle Storm. So the idea here is, have you ever played Living End before? It's kind of the same idea. You have a ton of cards that cycle, and then you will eventually wind up reanimating Drannith Stinger and then cycling a bunch of cards and killing your opponent. So here's how it works. You have a bunch of cards with cycling that it doesn't matter what they are. So Drannith Healer, Architects of Will, Street Wraith, Horror of the Broken Lands, Imposing, Vantasaur. None of those cards actually matter because you're never casting them, usually. They are just there to have cycling. So the idea is you spend your first turns just cycling a bunch of stuff, and then you will eventually get to a turn where you will be able to have a bunch of cards in the graveyard, and then you can use your fast mana, Lotus Petal, Dark Ritual, and especially Songs of the Damned. Add a black for each creature card in your graveyard to add a ton of mana. Then you can, so you cast all that stuff, and then you can cast, eventually either you can just regularly cast Drannith Stinger, or get it back from your graveyard. Some versions play Unearth, this one doesn't. So in this version, you just cast Drannith Stinger via Lotus Petal or, basically just Lotus Petal. And then you continue cycling. You use Reaping the Graves to get all your cyclers back. And then you cycle them again, and eventually your opponent dies from Drannith Stinger. The other cards, we have Blood Celebrant, black, pay a life, add 1 mana of any color, so you can use this to fix. And you're going to have an abundance of black via Songs of the Damned, primarily. Then there's also Dahada's Ploy, 3 mana, draw 2, then discard a card. You gain life equal to the number of cards you've discarded this turn, and it has Jump Start. So, I mean, you're going to be discarding a lot via cycling. There's 1 Mystical Teachings, which I assume is to find, like, Songs of the Damned primarily. And Repository Scab, 4 mana, exploit, 3/3. When it exploits a creature, return target instant or sorcery card from your graveyard to your hand. So it exploits itself, probably, and then you just get back Songs or Reaping the Graves and continue. And that is basically the main deck. We also have 4 Baron Moors that cycle and 4 Ash Barons that land cycle. And then over here in the sideboard, there is Vision Charm. Target player mills 4 or choose a land type and a basic land type. Each land of the first chosen type becomes the second chosen type. So I guess you can fix your mana. Or maybe you're playing against like Mono Blue and you can Vision Charm islands into a different color so they can't cast counterspells, something like that. And then the last one, target artifact phases out. Potentially relevant to like phase out something that has all that glitters on it. I don't know. Darkness, which is Black Fog. Similarly, Gnaw to the Bone, gain 2 life per creature card in the graveyard against aggro decks. Duress for the counterspell decks that we need to get through. Grizzly Survivor, 3 mana, 2/3. Whenever you cycle or discard a card, it gets +2/+0 until end of turn. So opponents might take out their removal spells against you. Snuff Out, Pyroblast, and then a mountain and a forest in the sideboard for when you need to cast these sideboard cards that you don't have main deck colors for. And that's Cycle Storm, so let's play this thing. All right, we're on the play. No mana. So, yeah, no mana. That's a mull. All right, keep. I don't know what I'm supposed to put back here. Presumably not something that cycles. So I guess a swamp. All right, done. All right, swamp over to the opponent. And then I guess I just, Ash Barons for island. All right, cycle this, go grab the island, play an island, go. Cycle Lorien Revealed from the opponent. So blue-black Terror it is. All right, end of turn, cycle this. Opponent Thought Scours themselves, okay. Cycle this. Songs of the Damned, all right, we did want to see that. Am I supposed to cycle Ash Barons at this point, or just, All right, cycle that. We have 2 more swamps, right? Yeah, swamp, play it, go. All right, cycle Drannith Healer, cycle Architect. So I presume we're playing against, counter spells. It doesn't matter because we can cycle a whole bunch and then like Songs of the Damned, Cabal Ritual, Reaping the Graves in their turn. All right, cycle Street Wraith, Drannith Stinger. All right, I am going to play Baron more, and then we'll just pass over to them. Like, we never actually have to pull the trigger until they do something. All right, cycle. They discarded Disfigure. All right, let's just pass and then cast Mystical Teachings in their end step. Opponent casts Terror. So they tapped out? All right, Mystical Teachings. Let's grab Songs of the Damned. Yeah. And then take our turn. Let's pop the graveyard out here. So draw. So let's Cabal Ritual, Dark Ritual, then cycle this, then cast Songs of the Damned. And with Storm Count's 3, I do need the Storm Count to be higher. So let's Songs of the Damned again, then Songs of the Damned again, then Reaping the Graves, target this thing. Storm Trigger. So grab this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. All right, resolve all of that. And this turn's going to take a while. All right, cycle the architects. Cycle Dranith. Cycle architects. Cycle imposing. Cycle Dranith. Cycle this one. Cycle this one. Cycle this one. All right, lotus petal. Crack for red. Play stinger. And then cycle this one. So then this triggers. We auto yield to this and resolve that. Petal. Second stinger. Then repository scab. Then exploit will exploit itself. Trigger, get back. Probably Songs of the Damned just to have more mana. All right. Cast Songs of the Damned. Cast Reaping the Graves. Then Storm. And then Storm all the rest of them. All right. They concede. So let's see. Mono blue. We want Pyroblast. We want a Mountain. We want Duress so we can go off. What else? When is this useful? They are mono blue, so what? I doubt... Would they keep Snap in against us? Or no, they're not mono blue. They're Terror. So would they keep Snuff out against us? I'm not sure. So if I bring this stuff in, what do I want to cut? Probably this. Draw 2, then discard to gain life equal to the number of cards you discarded. Like, that just seems like it's probably not good against them. And what else? Although maybe it is. I don't know. Like, I assume I can't cut too many of my cycling creatures. Definitely don't want to cut Rituals or Reaping the Graves. So what else can go? I guess this is also useful against, like, Nile Spellbomb. You can phase out a Nile Spellbomb the turn you're ready to go off. I probably need this. I just do not know what you can cut in this matchup. Or rather, what you can cut from the deck in general. Maybe I just shave a bunch of stuff. Petal. All the cyclers are effectively the same, except for the color that they make. Probably never casting Dranith Healer. Well, I'm probably more likely to cast that than this thing. What's another thing I can cut? Maybe just running 61 cards is fine. All right, submit. Yeah, that looks fine. We just got a bunch of cycling. Keep. Opponent mulls to 4. So I guess what? As long as they have like a Nile Spellbomb, then it's fine. Thought Scour, milling over Island Troll. All right, well, let's play Ash Barrens and over to them. Cycle Lorien revealed. Grab an island. Plays Preordain. All right, let's cycle this and... Let's just grab black in case we can go off this turn. I doubt it, but it's possible, I guess. Dranith Healer. All right, so cycle Street Wraith. Let's see what we're working with. Cycle Street Wraith. 1 Dark Ritual, Petal. Graveyard has 5 cards in it. So land, Petal, Ritual, sack the Petal. That's 3 mana, 5 mana. I have 5 cards in my graveyard. I cycle this. I have 4 mana left. If they have Fairy Macabre to interact, then that's obviously a problem. But all right, let's go for it. So this, Petal, Dark Ritual, then spend this cycling Dranith Healer. 5, cycle this, and cycle this. All right, let's Songs of the Damned. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, so Songs of the Damned, then Cabal Ritual, then Reap the Graves. Target this. Storm count. So Storm, we get all the guys back. So target this one, target this one, target this one, target this one. All right, cycle Street Wraith, cycle Street Wraith, cycle Architect. We have 7 in the graveyard. Cabal Ritual, cycle Dranith Healer, cycle Dranith Healer, Dark Ritual, Songs of the Damned, cycle, cycle. All right, blue, Vision Charm, mill myself for 4 cards. Then Reap the Graves, targeting this. Storm, get back this one, 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 get back this one. And then, all right, they've conceded. I don't know if I actually win here, but it's pretty close. How long did those games take, by the way? 9 minutes on game 2. All right, we're on the draw for match number 2. This hand looks fine. Tap Guildgate. All right. Ash Barrens. No, just pass to them. Basilisk Gate. Caw. All right, cycle Ash Barrens. Grab Swamp. I'm just going to run out Dranith Stinger. Play Swamp. Over to them. All right, they do have a Journey to Nowhere. I figured if they didn't, then I can start chipping away at them right now before I actually go off. Maybe that's just wrong, and I'm just supposed to keep cycling. All right, attack with the Caw. We go to 19. I actually need an island for this thing. So basic land cycle. Grab the island. All right, cycle this. Play this. Over to them. Then we cycle the Dranith Singer. Brainstorm. Tapped Gate. Squadron Hawk. Caw. Take 2 from there. Go to 17. All right, cycle this. All right, so there's only 2 creatures in the graveyard right now. Pretty bad. So I only get 2 more shots at cycling here. I think it's only going to get worse for me as the game continues, so let's just go for it. Dark Ritual, Cabal Ritual. Then Songs of the Damned for only 2 is kind of crap. So let's just Reap the Graves, I guess. Or do I just cast Repository Scab here and get back? I don't have too much mana is the thing. What does Repository Scab get back here? Cabal Ritual? I guess so, right? All right, Repository Scab, then exploit itself. Eat, then get back Cabal Ritual, then Cabal Ritual again, then cast Reap the Graves, target this, Storm Trigger, get this back, get this back. All right, we only got 2 more cycles. So cycle this, cycle this, cycle this, cycle this, Blood Celebrant. All right, so there's 4 in the graveyard. That's not a lot. So that's 4 Songs of the Damned into Blood Celebrant, and then have 4 exactly left to Repository Scab back Reap the Graves, but then I can't actually cast it. I think the likelihood of bricking here is pretty high. Let's just play Blood Celebrant and pass. Opponent preordains. Another gate. I may actually just block the cat to get another creature in the yard for Songs of the Damned. Gate their Hawk. Yeah, block here. So we take an amount of damage. Another Songs of the Damned. All right, this turn's going to be interesting. I can't tap the blue because I need it for this guy. So cycle. All right, Songs of the Damned. Cycle, cycle, cycle. What is this? Draw 2, discard. You gain life equal to the number of cards you discarded. Yeah, we're not doing that. So Repository Scab, then exploits, eating itself, getting back the Reap the Graves, then Songs of the Damned, then Reap the Graves. I don't actually have that much Storm. All right, Blood Celebrant, then Storm Count, then I need to get back Repository, and 2 more Cyclers, and Street Wraith. All right, cycle Street Wraith. So it's 1/5 to do that. I have 4 left after that. Cycle this. Lotus Petal. Yikes. All right, let's get Songs of the Damned back, right? Yeah, let's get Songs of the Damned back. So Petal, then blue, because then I can cast Dahada's Ploy multiple times. Actually, I do have more Barrenmore hits here, potentially. Dark Ritual. All right, blue. What's my creature count? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I blue play this, get back Songs of the Damned, cast Songs, but then I don't have color mana anymore. I play this, I play this. Yeah, so I need to play this first. Cast this dude, blue, trigger, get back, or let's exploit himself, and then get back Songs. All right, and then before casting this, let's Dahada's Ploy. So black, turn this into blue, discarding this one. All right, Songs of the Damned. Reap the Graves. Storm count 10 now. Storm, this one's targeting here, so then we target this one, 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 this one. Have I not targeted one? All right, resolve all of that. Okay, so let's cast Stranath Stinger, then cycle Street Wraith, cycle Street Wraith. Ooh, another Reaping the Graves. Okay, so Repository Scab, blue, trigger, exploit itself, get back Songs of the Damned, then cycle, Dark Ritual, cycle, cycle, cycle. All right, Cabal Ritual, cycle, 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 cycle. Oh man, this is gonna take a while. Cabal Ritual, cycle, cycle, cycle. Cast Songs of the Damned, make a boatload of mana, cycle, cycle. All right, Songs of the Damned again, make tons of mana, Reaping the Graves, get everything back. Trigger, grab all of these. Man, look at the lag on Moto here. Holy cow. All right, and now we just finish cycling and they die. All right, they're down to 1. Cycle. Boom. Okay, so versus Caw Gates. I want Pyroblast. I probably want Vision Charm in case they have, like, not Nile Spellbound, probably Relic or, like, whatever graveyard hate they would have, right? So these, which means I want a Mountain for Pyroblast and don't want Darkness. I guess I want Duress, right? Make sure I can get through on the turns that matter. Grizzly Survivor, no. So what are the cuts? Ploy, Blood Celebrant, Horror, a Cabal Ritual, a Lotus Petal, something like that. Yeah. Let's see, this hand looks fine. Plays a gate. I probably want to Duress turn 1 in case they kept their hand based on having like a turn 1 graveyard hate or something. Spell Pierce, Preordain. All right, let's take... Spell Pierce doesn't matter, right? I mean, it's a little annoying, but we'll eventually just find enough lands to where that doesn't matter. Yeah, let's take Preordain. Okay, so this is their hand. They get to play a Dawnbringer Cleric, Seagate. All right, cycle, another land. I probably just need to build up my lands. So let's play this and over to them. So now if they want, they can play Dawnbringer and exile Street Wraith out of the yard. And they might just go the aggro route, right? Dawnbringer, yeah. So Dawnbringer eats Street Wraith. holding up Spell Pierce and then just gate their dudes every turn. All right, so cycle Dranistinger over to us, play a Swamp, then back over to them. Opponent Brainstorms, Plains. They are not pumping their guy. Sure, we take one from the Cleric. Oh no, they have Relic. Damn. Well, there's nothing we can do in response to that, unfortunately. So they found Relic. All right, well, we're gonna cycle because we have to. Cycle, over to them, or over to us rather. Target us, sure. Cycle Street Wraith. Don't need black mana at this point. Cycle Barrenmore. Cycle this dude. Cycle Street Wraith. Well, we're just not getting anything. Cycle Drannith Healer. All right, over to them. So I assume they will just not pop Relic until the very last moment, right? So play the Seagate, attack us. We go to 12. I don't know how I get through this. I have to find Vision Charm plus blue mana, right? All right, cycle. There's Songs of the Damned. I can like double songs, although then we lose all of our stuff, right? Cycle. Reaping the Graves is also an instant. So back over to them. Target us. All right. Oh, I have to go to cleanup? All right, let's discard Pyroblast. Gate their dude. We take 6. Oh, man, we don't have the blue mana. All right, well, it's now or never. So Dark Ritual, Cabal Ritual, cycle Dranistinger, cycle this. How much mana do I need on the stack? A lot, right? All right, there's cycle for blue. So blue, play this. So Vision Charm, phase out your Relic. Pops it. Respond with Songs of the Damned. Respond with Reaping the Graves. Storm. Although it's not too much Storm. All right, let's get Stinger back. Let's get Street Wraith back. Let's get the other Stinger back. Let's get Healer back. This one. Okay, so Resolve. And we know they still have Spell Pierce up. Then Relic pops. Then Vision Charm fizzles. All right, and now we got to find stuff to go off with. So cycle the Dinosaur. Cycle Street Wraith. Cycle the Dinosaur. All right, not Cabal Ritual. Cycle this dude. Cycle this. Cycle this. Cycle this. Ooh, Songs of the Damned. All right, cycle this. Cycle this. Got to make sure not to go too low for Spell Pierce. All right, Cabal Ritual. Cabal Ritual. Cycle. Cast Lotus Petal. Okay, I guess let's get lands out of our deck. Why not? Even though we can't play them. Songs of the Damned. Reap the Graves. Trigger the Storm. Get this one, 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 get this one. Then resolve all of that. Did I not target this one? No, I did. Okay. Whew, all right. Cycle Street Wraith. Cycle this one. Cycle this one. There's Repository Scab. Cycle this. Cycle this. Cycle this. Right, Dark Ritual. Dark Ritual. Cycle this guy. Cycle this. Lotus Petal. All right, let's get these going now. So cast this. Paying a red. Blue Blast it back. That's fine. That's just a creature in my yard. So that's not relevant anymore. So then let's cast this one. Red. Okay. Oh, wait. I don't have blue mana for this dude. Oh, that's a problem. All right. Cycle Barrenmore. Trigger this. Well, we're going to need to hit pretty well then. Cycle. I think I'm out of basics, right? Yeah, I'm out. I still have a Reaping the Graves. Okay, we're good. Oh, wait, no, but I'm out of cycles. Wow. Yeah, I didn't have the mana for it. Yikes. I don't think I can recover from this position then. Okay, let's just go to the next game and try to win in 4 minutes. That's going to be really tough. Probably Blood Celebrant's important, and probably Pyroblast isn't as important. Mystical Teaching's not going to be relevant with so little time left on the clock. I can cut that. Maybe I just straight up run these guys, because like I just don't have the time, right? Although they're just going to have creatures, but yeah, this is probably fine. So I need to run this, because I need to just be able to win as fast as possible here. Yeah, so let's cut Pyroblast. And what else? All right, just one of those. Oh boy. All right, 4 minutes on the clock. Is this hand fine? Yes. Land, Duress. All right, what's in their hand? Take Relic. Over to them. Play Citadel Gate. All right, cycle this. Let's go grab an island. Play that. Go. Plays Preordain. They one top, one to the bottom. End of turn. Cycle this. Street Wraith. No, not cast Lotus Petal. Let's cycle. Cycle. All right, back to them. Preordain. Plays Basilisk Gate. All right, over to us. Oh, man, we're kind of far away from doing it. All right, cycle this. Cycle this. All right, just pass back to them. I don't have a lot of time to think here. Brainstorm. We kind of just die the moment that they play it, they find another relic. Cycles Lorien revealed. All right, so the only card that I know they have now is Journey to Nowhere. Island. Modern Age. I probably have to go off this turn. This card's a gate. Dawnbringer Cleric to exile one card out of our graveyard. Okay, so their shield's down. This is the only time to go off. Okay, Lotus Petal, Ritual, Ritual, Cabal Ritual, Cabal Ritual, Cycle. Cycle for... Man, if we just brick here, that would be awful. Grab red. Cycle this. Cycle. Man, we bricked. Jeez. Okay, well, probably can't win now. Oh, I needed to play this mountain. Whatever. I didn't necessarily need to play all those rituals all at once there. All right, take this guy, sure. All right, play land, go. Again, part of it is I'm frazzled, and I'm trying to win with 2.5 minutes on the clock here. So, Basilisk Gate. We're on a 3-turn clock. All right, land, cycle this, cycle this, cycle this, cycle 5. I'm not dead if I cycle Street Wraith. All right, back to them. So 5, 6, 8, we go to 2. Two life. All right, Songs of the Damned. No! All right, well, Cabal Ritual. Reap the Graves for this. Spend the mana. Storm. This. Then resolve all of these. I wish you could just auto-resolve all of this. Whew, I don't think I have time left, so I'm just going to cast this. Then cycle this, spending this one. Gain the life here. Yeah, all right. Cycle this one, gain the life here. Baron more. All right, back to them. Actually, no, we're dead, right? They just Basilisk Gate the Vector Glider. Yeah, we lose. All right, round 3. I don't know even if I wasn't frazzled. So, no, I probably would have done better because I wouldn't have cast all the rituals all at once. I would have only cast the exact amount of rituals I needed. So I would have been able to storm off for Reaping the Graves more on the following turn if I wasn't so low on the clock. It's so strange because it's not like an infinite loop, and yet it takes longer than it would ever take in paper to execute. All right, round 3 on the play. This looks fine. Keep. Play this, go. Windscarred Crag. Play this, go. Another Windscarred Crag. All right, cycle this. So I just have to get really fast at executing this. Cycle this. All right, back to me. Cycle Street Wraith. Right, play this tapped, go. Synthesizer. Synthesizes Windscarred Crag. Wow, okay. End step, cycle for the island, then cycle Architects. Dahada's Ploy. All right, over to them. Thank you for the sub, Whiskey Fool. Synthesizer into a bolt, sure. Bolts us to 15. Ancient Den. All right, cycle. Dahada's Ploy. Discarding just the 2, just Cycler, right? Yeah, because then we've got a lot of mana next turn, potentially. All right, cycle this. So I can ritual. How many cyclers do I have in my graveyard? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That should be enough. So Cabal Ritual, Dark Ritual. Sorry, how many is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I need to get Storm to 7. All right, cast Lotus Petal. Cast Cabal Ritual. Dark Ritual. I should just cast Songs of the Damned now. So Songs of the Damned. All right, Reaping the Graves. Exactly all the rest of them. Storm Trigger. Grab this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. Then resolve all of these. All right, cycle Blood Celebrant. I still need to be able to go off again. So Street Wraith, cycle, cycle. Just need to find another Reap the Graves. Cycle. There's Repository Scab. All right, we got it. Cycle, cycle, Dark Ritual, cycle, cycle, cycle. All right, Repository Scab. Tap, tap, tap. Trigger. Exploits itself. Gets back Reap the Graves, Songs of the Damned, Reap the Graves, get back everything. Storm Trigger, target, 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 target. Resolve all of that. All right, pop this for red, cast Drana Stinger, Blood Celebrant, Drana Stinger, cycle Street Wraith, trigger these guys, yield, cycle Street Wraith, trigger yield, cycle Street Wraith, trigger yield, pedal, cycle. All right, we'll do Songs of the Damned at the end. So this one, cycle, Cabal Ritual, cycle, cycle. I think normally it would have been technically correct not to have run out the Drana Stingers just yet, but in terms of time, I think it is correct on Moto at least. Cycle. All right, 2 more. Cycle and cycle. All right, Boros Synthesizer. I need Vision Charm in case they run the artifact, the Graveyard Hate, and I probably need Duress for the same reason. After that, I don't think I need anything, though. So Vision Charm and Duress to try to take graveyard-based, or artifact-based Graveyard Hate, right? So just these ones. Boros Synthesizer, I guess it depends on the version. They didn't do much that game. It's possible they could kill us before we go off, but I don't think so. I think the main thing is beating the Graveyard Hate, right? So we can cut Mystical Teachings. This is kind of slow, and one other card. I'm inclined to just cut all these. I feel like these are the flex cards. All right. If it turns out that they're actually really fast, we'll have to reevaluate on the Knot of the Bones. So for right now, let's submit. Hey, thanks for all the great YouTube vids. Really helpful getting into Pauper. Thank you. Okay, so keep... I'm at Pioneer. Thank you nonetheless. All right, play Baron more and go. Synthesizer into Thraben Inspector. All right, does it. So let's cycle this for a swamp and duress them. All right, what's in your hand? Bolt, Synthesizer, this stuff. All right, take Synthesizer and over to them. Just prevent them from having redraws, I guess, although it doesn't really affect them too much. Glint Hawk picks this up. Trigger, exiles a mountain. Yeah. Okay, good. They didn't replay it, so I can duress it out of their hand. First of all, let's just cycle to see what meant. So they still have Dawnbringer Cleric in their hand. All right, so I shouldn't cycle yet. So I should duress them first. Take the Synthesizer. Yeah, I guess I just pass. So we are getting beaten down fairly quickly. Plays the land. All right, cycle this. Another Reap the Graves. Cycle. I really need to hit more mana. There's Cabal Ritual. All right, cycle. Mana? Pedal. Okay, so we'll wait on that. All right, opponent bolts us. So another attack, we go to 6. And they have Dawnbringer and 2 unknown cards. So plays the Dawnbringer. We'll eat one of the creatures out of our graveyard and reduce our threshold count to 5 cards. All right, Dark Ritual. We have to cast this before we get the black, right? Yeah, the more black. So let's sack this for blue. Cast Cabal Ritual. Cast Cabal Ritual. Then cycle this. Cycle this. There's only so much mana I have before I run out. All right, Songs of the Damned is awesome. So cycle this. Cycle this. Cycle this. Cabal Ritual. Songs of the Damned. Reap the Graves. Get everything back. Storm. This one, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. Get them all back. All right. Keep on going. Cycle. Cycle. There's another Reap the Graves. We're a little low on mana. Cycle this. Blood Celebrant. Cycle this. We need to find another Songs of the Damned pretty fast. Cycle Street Wraith. We're dead to double bolt in their hand. All right, so let's cycle this. We're getting really low. All right, cycle this. Another Reap the Graves. All right, cycle Street Wraith. We got just a few more shots at it. Go to 2. We're dead to a bolt. All right, cycle Drana Stinger. Yikes. All right, cycle with the blue mana. Improvised Club. Deal 4 damage to any target by sacking an artifact or creature. I've never even heard of this. Lord of the Rings. Well, I mean, I don't see how we could not just die. Oh, there's Songs of the Damned. The one card away. How do I not dive to that? I don't think there's any way I can not die to that at instant speed, right? Make a bajillion mana, and then I have Reaping the Graves, but there's no way for me to gain life outside of that, right? I didn't bring in Gnawed of the Bone. So... Oh, Dahada's Ploy gains... I didn't even realize Dahada's Ploy gained life. Yeah, alright, we're dead. Dahada's Ploy gains life, really. Alright, well, definitely want to keep it then. Maybe Duress doesn't matter? I don't know. Alright, let's try this. Alright. Wow, we don't have any colored mana. We can only cycle once. Yeah, let's... the hand's so good otherwise, though, right? Alright, let's mull. Okay, keep this and put back a Baron more. Opponent mulls to 5. Play that. Over to them. Tap land. Alright, play this, then over to them. Plays Ancient Den. Taps for a 3-1. Alright, cycle this. Cycle this. Cycle this. Play a land. Cycle this. 4 mana. We probably need to wait. I could Songs of the Damned and then cast Dahada's Ploy, and then what? Or Songs of the Damned, I make 4 mana. Then I cast Repository Scab, get Songs of the Damned back. Then I Songs of the Damned again. So I go Songs 4, Repository Scab, 4, 5, down to 1, gets it back, cast it again, have 5 mana. Don't have any blue mana, though. Cast Reaping the Graves, get everything, but then I'm out. Yeah, okay, let's pass. Combat, we take 3. Experimental Synthesizer, trigger. Exiles Mountain, plays Mountain. I think I just want to cast Dahada's. All right, back to them. Another 3 from here. We go to 12. Ah, no. All right, well, Dahada's Ploy. What am I ditching here? All right, Relic. Not doing it. See, the moment I cast Songs of the Damned, they'll pop, right? So I can't do it yet. All the cards in my graveyard are creatures. They're just going to slowly whittle this away, eh? All right, let's just pass. Target. Let's cast Dahada's Ploy. Oh, good. Vision Charm. Whew. All right, discard Reaping the Graves. All right, target. Get rid of Dahada's Ploy. Over to them. Bolt us. Sure. Okay, so not popping it yet, seemingly. We're at 8. And they have 2 cards. Pop Synthesizer, reveals Dawnbringer Cleric. Okay, so cast Lotus Petal, then Vision Charm, phase out your Relic. Targets us, that resolves, we'll get rid of Reaping. All right, so they have to pop it now. They just allowed me to phase it out? Really? Wow, I'm shocked. Okay, cycle. Songs of the Damned. Cast Lotus Petal. Cycle. Cycle. All right. Blue. No, what am I getting back? Songs of the Damned again? Right? Yeah. So blue. Cast this. Exploit. Eat itself. Get back Songs of the Damned from the graveyard. Cast Songs of the Damned. Then cast another Songs of the Damned. Then reap the graves on everything. I think, right? Yeah. Storm. Target, 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 target. No, we're one short. No, we hit everything. All right, gotta make sure not to go to 4 because weird Lord of the Rings card that does 4 damage. All right, so cycle, cycle, Dark Ritual, cycle, 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 Cabal Ritual, and cycle this dude, cycle, 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 Dark Ritual, blue. We're down 2 Lotus Petals. All right, so Repository Scab. I probably get Reaping back, I think. Sack itself, get back Reaping, because I'm gonna have a lot of mana. So the choke point might be, yeah, it doesn't really matter. Get back Reaping. All right, Songs of the Damned, Reaping, get everything back. Storm, here, 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 and then the rest don't matter. Resolve all of this. Is there a way to resolve all this stuff on the stack really fast, as opposed to having to manually click through it all? All right, cycle, cycle, cast Lotus Petal. We're still missing Blood Pet, right? Or Blood Celebrant, whatever that card is, so that I still can't fix my mana. All right, well, cast this. All right, there's another Lotus Petal. So at this point, let's go blue, get this guy back. Trigger, eat himself, get back Songs of the Damned, then keep cycling. All right, there's Blood Celebrant. Cycle, Dark Ritual, cycle, cycle. Oh man, cycle, cycle. All right, I don't want to possibly risk somehow dying to like double Galvanic Blast or something. So let's Songs of the Damned, make a gargantuan amount of mana. Songs of the Damned again. Reap the Graves, get everything back. Storm Trigger, everything returns. All right, cast this dude. Then let's cast this thing. Fixing for white. Just make sure not to somehow die with this stuff on the stack. Make red, cast this thing, cast this one. I can always jumpstart Dahada's Ploy at instant speed to gain life. Oh, I didn't realize I had another one of these. I should have cast that earlier. All right, well, cast this. White. All right, cycle. Triggers. Stack everything. Auto yield to this. Auto yield to the life gain. Auto yield to this. Cycle. All right, let's make sure to just cast this guy. Speed this up. Cycle the Horror. All right, we have won the match. On to round number 4. On the play, round number 4. This hand is pretty light on cyclers, but it's got other good stuff in it. Although an Ash Barrens in the hand is also kind of bad. So what's this hand doing? Lotus Petal, sack, cycle Ash Barrens for a swamp. That seems pretty weak, but I don't know. I guess it's okay. All right, Lotus Petal, cycle this, grab a swamp, play the swamp, over to them. Mountain, plays Epicure. All right, cycle this dude. Back to us. Cycle this dude. Well, back over to them. Another Epicure. Another Epicure. All right, well, keep cycling. Back to them. Reckless Impulse for 2 mountains. Plays a mountain. Chain Lightning. Well, we're already down to 10. I think I can maybe wait one more turn before trying to go off. So cycle this. Back over to them. Cleanup step. What am I ditching? This card because I can jumpstart it anyway? Or just this card so I have more mana from Songs of the Damned next turn? Yeah, all right, this card. So I have more mana from Songs of the Damned next turn. Synthesizer into Kuldotha Rebirth. Plays Mountain. Attacks with these dudes. We go to 7. Kuldotha Rebirth into a Mountain. All right, well, we got to go for it now. So we have how many creatures in the graveyard? 5. So Petal for sure has to be cast. So then Songs of the Damned to start with. Cabal Ritual. Cycle the Dranith. Cycle Street Wraith. I can go to 5 and not die, I think. Cycle this. I can also instant speed Dahada's Ploy if necessary. All right, imposing cycle. Okay, so we're out of cycling-ish. Blue, cast Dahada's Ploy. Do they actually have double bolt at instant speed? Really? Really? Then why didn't they just do that earlier? All right, it's hypothetically I could draw another Dahada's Ploy, right? So Songs of the Damned, Reap the Graves. How would I even cast it though? I don't have blue mana, right? So it doesn't matter, right? Because even if I find it, I can't cast it. I guess I should have not cast this and just kept trying to go off and then tried to bait them into doing that. Yeah, right? There's no way, right? Because Lotus Petal's sorcery speed. I can't fix it instant speed. Yeah, all right. All right. So once again, Vision Charm. This match I do want Knot of the Bone. So cut Mystical Teachings, cut. Kind of inclined to cut a Street Wraith. Maybe that's wrong. You're just never supposed to cut Street Wraith. It's white from the graveyard. No, it's green from both. Okay. One Cabal Ritual. I just shave stuff, right? One of the Horrors and one of these guys. Yeah, all right. Let's do that. I think this hand's actually keepable. All right, cycle Street Wraith. Play this tapped. That is a lot of this stuff, but we can just very, very slowly cycle. Swift Spear, go down to 17. An island, you say? All right, cycle. I guess it doesn't matter, right? We just pass. Second Mountain. Plays Reckless Impulse. Chain Lightning. Oh, they are doing sticker bullshit. Okay, well, cycle this. Cycle this. Back over to our turn. Swamp. We're so close to being able to go off here. We have 3 creatures in our graveyard. We can cycle another one. Let's cycle this and see where we're at. Ash Barrens. So if we ritual, the Songs of the Damned give us a certain amount, but not a lot. Not like a ton. I'd probably just try to go off right now, I think. So Dark Ritual. Yeah, we have to try to go off right now. Songs of the Damned. And I need Songs of the Damned again to get the storm count up. Yeah. Reap, target, storm trigger, target here, target here, target here. So cycle Street Wraith. Cycle this, cycle this, cycle this. I just didn't have enough to go off to begin with, did I? Cycle. Cabal Ritual. Cycle. So if this bricks, I can just try to go off again next turn. Yeah, okay. We bricked, didn't we? Kind of. So reap everything back. Storm. Target, 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 target. There's like no way we can continue from here, right? Let's cycle the healer. Yeah, all right. Let's do... Oh, I've played a land this turn? I thought I hadn't. Well, cleanup step with 10 cards in hand, so we're just going to discard a bunch of lands. So this, and this. All right. Are we actually just dead to Name Sticker? No. Okay, they don't have the mana for Name Sticker. Ren's Resolve, they hit a tap red, and then this fizzles out. All right, red 11, Lotus Petal. All right, cycle this. Dark Ritual. All right, Dark Ritual. Cycle this. We just need to hit another... It's probably correct to stop here. The likelihood of bricking is pretty high. All right, cycle Street Wraith. Well, maybe not. Ritual, cycle, this one. One more. Dahada's Ploy, all these. Discarding a land that I don't care about. All right, I've played a land already, so back to them. Dahada's Ploy at least gives us a bunch of life to survive until later. Well, now they have a Name Sticker Goblin. 4 mana. Another Name Sticker Goblin, up to 6 mana. Swift Spear. Synthesizer. Synthesize into Mountain. Sacks the Synthesizer. Mountain. How bad is their hand that they just are not doing anything else? All right, Swift Spears. We go to 12. Well, we have to find Songs of the Damned, basically, right? Knot of the Bone. Play this. Play Knot of the Bone. Just survive for longer. 28 life. Over to them. Sacks this land to draw a card. Finds Great Furnace. All right, we're taking whatever that is. Cycle Architects. There's Songs of the Damned. All right. So cycle. The thing is we just don't have a storm count, right? We kind of have a storm count. We have 3. So Cabal Ritual. Cycle Barrenmoor. Cycle Street Wraith. Another Knot of the Bone. All right. So we go... The storm count is only at 1 right now. Yikes. I can technically Dahada's Ploy before I do anything else, right? Yeah. So Dahada's Ploy. This one. And then discarding Knot of the Bone's irrelevant because it has flashback anyway. So then we discard this. Draw 2, then discard. Opponent Pyroblast. They brought in Pyroblast for this card? Really? Okay. Sure. Lotus Petal. Songs of the Damned. Before I cast Reaping the Graves, I probably want to cast another spell so that I get more stuff back. So let's... Lotus Petal for green. Flashback Knot of the Bone. Gain a bajillions of life. And then cast Reap the Graves on Street Wraith. Cast on Street Wraith. Storm count 7. So let's get back the other Street Wraith. And then just a bunch of this stuff. All right. We've got 7 cycles to find something. Cycle Street Wraith. And 2 of those are free. Cycle Street Wraith. Another Lotus Petal. All right. Cycle this. The Lotus Petal is a big help. Songs of the Damned. Sweet. So now we just need to find Reap the Graves again. Cycle. 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 Cabal Ritual. Cycle. Blood Celebrant. Cycle. Man, we're just actually bricked if we don't hit off this one. Oh, yikes. We actually bricked. Have I played a land this turn? No, I haven't. All right. Well, while I've got the mana, let's cast Knot of the Bone again. Flashback Knot of the Bone. Huge life. Back to them. So we got a lot of time now. Bushwhacker. We have less time now. Am I supposed to block with this? I think so. Block here. All right, we're at 48. Cycle Architect. Well, cast Dahadas. Pyroblast. Man, so how many more basics do we have left in our deck? 3 swamps, 1 island, right? So there's 2 more swamps. So basic cycle this. Oh, wait, I'm out? How am I out? Okay. Are the swamps in the graveyard? What? When did that happen? All right, over to them. So we have 12 cards in our deck. How many Reap the Graves? 1, 2, 3. There's 3, so we have 1 left in our deck, right? There's 1 left in our deck, and there's 1 of the exploit dude. Sticker Goblin. All right, cycle this. Kind of have to cast this. Blue here, here. Discard Lotus Petal. Yeah, they just have a bunch of Pyroblasts in their hand, and that's why we haven't died faster. Sure. Well, back to them. Haven't caught all the leagues. Approximately what % of the meta is Sticker Gobbo BS? I think it's not as much as it should be. What I think it is that it hasn't caught on yet for some reason, but this is going to be the Hogak of the format. Get ready for 40% of the format to be Sticker Goblin Kuldotha Red. That will happen. All right, we're at 28. We have 9 cards in our deck. Cycle Street Wraith. There's the Repository Scab. So, okay. Dark Ritual. Lotus Petal. Cast the Repository Scab. Does it get Pyroblasted? Is the last card in their hand freaking Pyroblast? All right, it is not. Yield. Oh, can they bolt this with it in play so that I can't exploit it? I guess they can. They have 1 card in it. No, they have bolt. Yeah, they have bolt in exile, right? I forgot. So they can bolt it so that I can't exploit it. Yuck. Ugh. Yeah, I remember the first match I played against Hogak. I was thinking, how in the F is this legal? And then stopped playing for a while. Yeah, that's what it's going to be. All right, yield. So I was supposed to wait a turn so that they lost the bolt, I guess. Yeah. So then I can't exploit. All right, well, over to them. This is going to be really awkward. So damage, we're at how much now? 16. Okay. Cycle Vantasaur. Cycle Vantasaur. Vision Charm. That doesn't help. We should have 1 more Reap the Graves in the deck, right? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, there's 1 more. So we have 1 more turn. Okay. Back over to them. Bushwhacker. I guess we don't have 1 more turn, right? We're just dead now. Oh, what is that? 7. It's lethal, right? Yeah. Okay. Round 5. You can still enjoy playing against Hogak and Legacy. You guys ever gotten turn 1 Muxus or turn 2 Muxus killed by goblins in Legacy? I have multiple times. Turn 1. Ancient Tomb, Simian Spirit Guide, Sticker Goblin, 6 mana, Muxus, flip over 5 goblins, including one that gives everything haste, attack, you're dead. 30 plus damage on turn 1. But the format has Force of Will. Turn 1 Ancient Tomb, turn 2 Cavernous Souls, name Goblin, Sticker Goblin, make mana, play another Sticker Goblin, or just wait. Turn 1 Ancient Tomb, turn 2 Chromox, Cavernous Souls, name Goblin, cast Sticker Goblin. Do you counter? Oh, you don't? I make 6 mana, I cavern out Muxus. Or just casting multiple Sticker Goblins back to back. Alright, final round. We're on the play. No mana. That's a mole. Alright, I guess I keep this and toss the ploy. Yeah, let's toss the ploy. Alright, Cycle Street Wraith. Play this. Over to them. Mountain. More Kuldotha. Alright. I should just keep cycling these main phase in case I find another land. Nope. Back to them. Ren's Resolve. Double Mountain. Cycle this. Cycle Street Wraith. Nope. Back to them. We will get up to the point where we just have Songs of the Damned and a ton of creatures in the graveyard, although we're taking damage pretty fast here. Synthesizer into another Synthesizer. Plays the other Synthesizer. Synthesizes into... Mountain. Chain Lightning us. Alright, we're at 10. Another Songs of the Damned. I might be able to go off here. It depends on what... Problem is, it depends on what we cycle into. What's the likelihood I die next turn? They'd have to have sticker bullshit, right? Probably. Alright, cycle Horror. We're literally going to discard unless I cast Lotus Petal. Alright, cast Lotus Petal. Back to them. Ren's Resolve, double Mountains again. Pops Blood, discards land. Chain Lightning us. Alright, well, now we have to go off. Okay, so Dark Ritual to start with. Cycle Drannith Stinger. Oh, wait, actually, I can Mystical Teachings for it? Yeah, I can. So, cycle Drannith Stinger. Cycle Drannith Stinger. Dark Ritual. Cycle Architects of Will. Cycle Horror. Alright, Songs of the Damned. Then pop for blue. Mystical Teachings. Then we go grab Reap the Graves. Cabal Ritual. How many creatures are in the grave? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I need to get the storm count up higher. So Blood Celebrant. songs, reap. All right, get back everything. Trigger, storm, target, 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 target. Get everything back. I know you made an in-depth guide to Nykthos ramp, but you do not have a video of you playing it on YouTube. Do I not? I should. I played all the Pioneer videos. Maybe it's not out yet. Pioneer's still uploading. All right, well, they're tapped out. I guess they could have Fire Blast, technically. So I should... All right, well, they're conceding. All right, same deal. Vision Charm, Gnaw to the Bone, Forest. All right, so the Dahadas... So they just bring in Pyroblasts, I guess. So the blue cards are, like, not as good. So just cut those. And cut one Cabal Ritual. All right, submit. This looks okay. We do have lands that we need, so keep. So Voldaren Epicure for them. Nykthos ramp releases on October 24th, so 2 weeks from now. All right, play Barrenmoor and pass. Reckless Impulse, 2 mountains. Signature move, 2 mountains. All right, play this. Back over to them. Chain Lightning, sure. We're at 15. Bolt, 12. Voldaren Epicure. Go to 10 and then cycle. All right. I don't think I have the time to go fetch another land. Play this. I think I survive one more turn, potentially. So back to them. So the Epicures, we go to 8. No, doing nothing. All right, end of turn. Cycle. Street Raids are kind of iffy in this matchup. Cycle. Ooh, Gnaw to the Bone, which I can't cast. So, you know, take that with a grain of salt. I probably have to cycle the Street Wraith, but man... 3 cards, 3 red open. Double bolt, we die. Well, tap this, cycle Drannith Stinger. We're also just missing a payoff. All right, so cycle the Ash Barrens, grab Forest, play Forest, Dark Ritual. They just have double bolt. How bad is it? It's like, I should Gnaw to the Bone first and then Street Wraith, right? Yeah, so Gnaw to the Bone. Pop's Blood puts Lava Dart in the graveyard. Pop's Blood puts Mountain in the graveyard. 18. I could have cycled in response to that, I guess. Although they might play Fire Blast, who knows. Cycle Street Wraith. If we hit another cycler, I want to be able to cycle it right now. Cycle Street Wraith. Yeah, all right. Cycle Architect. Drannith Stinger. All right, over to them. Still missing Reap the Graves. Lava darts us. All right, 13. Voldaren Epicures. Swing. We go to 11. No actions. Cool. All right. Street Wraith. Go to 9. Cycle Drannith Stinger. Man, we're just bricking. We're just completely bricking. All right, play a land, pass, plays another land, Chain Lightning. All right, let's respond with Gnaw. 29, 26. Molten Rain our island, sure. You know, the thing is, like, Gnaw to the Bone, unlike Weather the Storm, I think is actually good. Okay, well, we'll just keep bricking here. That's cool. Pass back to them. We do have a lot of time to find a Reap the Graves. Dwarven Forge Chanter. All right, 22. Draw. Cabal Ritual, back to them. Dart, so they're just gonna dart twice to get max damage in right now. That doesn't really make sense to me. I would just wait. Like, they're nowhere close to actually killing me with this. Bolt Dust to 17, and then we take 7 down to 10, or 11, 6 down to 11. All right, cycle this. There's Reap the Graves. All right, we got there. Petal, Dark Ritual, Cabal Ritual, Cabal Ritual, Songs of the Damned, Songs of the Damned. Reap the Graves for 6. Storm Trigger. All right, they have conceded to that. We went 3 and 2 with Cycle Storm. So, okay, I'm going to preface everything I'm about to say with, I think this deck is really intricate, and you probably need to play way more matches in order to figure out what is like the optimal numbers of everything you need to be playing. But, at least from what limited experience I have so far, so Dahada's ploy felt bad. It just didn't feel very good most matches. I usually just sided it out, and I don't think you really need it. I feel like in any matchup where the life gain is important, Gnaw to the Bone's just so much better. Even to the point where I probably want more Gnaw to the Bones. The rest of the main deck is probably fine. Mystical Teachings is a bit mediocre, but I guess it's basically just Reaping the Graves number 5. It's just like a way to find Reaping the Graves. And then, yeah, I'm fine with the rest of the main deck. Sideboard, I like the Vision Charms. I really like Gnaw to the Bone. We never played a matchup where I felt Darkness was a good include, but I guess this is for probably what? Like, I imagine unlike Gnaw to the Bone, this is for matchups where they have like one really big attacker. So decks that play all that glitters, so like Blue-White Affinity, Boggles, like that kind of stuff. Because it doesn't feel great to Darkness on like your opponent has 6/1/1s. Snuff Out, I'm not really sure what that's for, and I'm not sure what the Grizzly Survivors are for. So I didn't run into any matchups where these cards were really relevant. The rest of the sideboard I really like. Pyroblast, I'm not sure if you need either, because it feels like in any counterspell matchup, you can just overpower their ability to counter you. You just do the old Storm thing of you cast a bunch of rituals, and then you cast Reaping the Graves, and it has Storm anyway. So then you just storm back everything. So I feel like you maybe don't even need Pyroblast, but maybe Pyroblast is for something other than counterspells. I'm not sure. It feels like if you're worried about counterspells, that Duress would actually be better, especially since it's proactive in black and it adds to your storm count before Pyroblast goes off. So I'm not sure. But again, I would need to play this deck like I think another 10 times before I got more of my mind around how everything, like all the little intricacies work. But other than that, I feel like it was a good demonstration of how the deck operates. So that is Cycle Storm.